you do here in our history book about, you are the salt of the earth, and if the salt has lost its savor, it's no good, it's to be thrown out and all that. But he explained something different to me. He says, I have sprinkled you in my salt, but I will surely bring you out, for everyone must be sprinkled in my salt. And most of you know the story, but for the ones that don't know the story, I didn't understand what he meant. I was 17, 18 years old. I called a woman, spiritual woman named Dolores Kendricks, and told her what happened to me. And she says, I know God said that to you because a lot of people don't know about the salt. She said, I want you to read Ezekiel 16. And I read Ezekiel 16. No one watered you, no one salted you. And then I started reading the Levitical law about salting and the importance of salt. And before there could be a sacrifice given to the Most High in the Old Testament and the Levitical law, every sacrifice had to be salted. The meat, of course, but the grain, every sacrifice had to be salted in order for it to be accepted and approved, right? So when I started doing the research to understand what he was saying to me, what he was saying to me is that the salt is used to purge the meat, purify the meat, make it durable, make it wholesome. And that's what I'm going to do to you. Not only you, but anybody that's going to be called to me is going to go through this process. I'm going to bring you out of it, but everyone has to go through it. And the salt is life, right? Life constructed by God. This is particularly from me. It's not just happenstance. It's not just things that are just happen to happen. I want you to see, the revelation is this. That's the revelation, but I want you to understand, bring your whole mind. Most people of the world are not tapped into the dimension that the Most High can elevate you to. And the reason why I say that is because most human beings feel like life has just happened by happenstance. Oh, it's just life, which is why they say it's just life. That's why they say that. It's just life. Because most human beings just believe like things just happen to happen. And it's just the natural course of life. Right? But in the remnant, and when you're submitted before the Most High, that it's not just life. That every part of your life has been ordered by the Most High. It is your consciousness of understanding and knowing that makes the difference. Listen, it is you consciously understanding that everything that's going on here is controlled by God in my life. And yesterday I talked about how do we know it? Well, you can look at the story of Job for once, and you can see that Job allowed that situation, God allowed that situation to happen to Job. Of course, the enemy had to get permission, but the Most High was the focal point. Right? He was the one who decided. There was nothing else was going to go on that he didn't okay, that he didn't say okay to this. This is just as far as it could go. You can't kill him. So his steps in his life were ordered by the Most High. Right? So what I realized, which gave me an advantage, now I want you to really listen to what I'm saying. What gave me an advantage from 16 to now was the fact that I was conclusive in my understanding that every or anything that was going on was controlled by him.